Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. 0-16 just 2 seasons ago, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
An utterly remarkable turnaround. There's no other way to put it. Fan base, can you imagine how desperate they've been for this day, for this opportunity to come around? You have to go back to 1964 for their last title in the NFL. That's pre-Super Bowl era. They beat the Colts 27-0 in that one. Frank Ryan, Jim Brown. But these fans are tired of hearing about the past. They're tired of hearing about the All-American Football Conference, how the Browns came into the NFL and blew everyone away. They've got their team now, their time, and they want to win.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're running, man. Patch it. Watch twist.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A run for Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
Now Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And there's was a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Out of his end zone, Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Logan. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's convert.
A first down throw for Winston. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it. Ready. Blue ready.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Mike. Keep it out deep. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check nickel. White. Wide. Get wide. Check the backer. Check even. You gonna take. You got take.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Check 13. Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Kill. Come on. Turn back. Kill. Turn up.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys going to come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready. Flag. 58. Come on. Watch the run. Spot. No. Green, 17. Check 28 left. Slam. 49. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On second down now, it's Logan. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Logan. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Rush in. Switch it. Come on, switch on it. Check 26. Here we go.
On second down, it's Logan, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Logan, he's got the first down here inside the 30, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Green, 17. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Logan, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Ready, black, 22. 30. Hey, let's get it for perfect. Hey, 5 on the 50.
On third down, Logan, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Green, 17.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Switch. Come on, contact. Flip. Let him know. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58. Easy. Hey, Wahoo. Flip. Flare. Let him go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end. Hey, stop. Let's go, let's convert. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check nine. Shit.
They run again with Logan. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Wait.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Safety's creeping. Kill. Watch twist. And even. Tight dog.
They run with Logan. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Flip. Jump. Easy. Pop. Come on. Sunday.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Under 10. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5-0. Sonic. Zoom.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
At the Browns' 27-yard line.
Ready? Move ready.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, Logan. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Black 25. 58, right there. Follow. Check 31.
On first down, it's Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Check 4. Green, triple team. Hey, let's get him for person. Where's he go?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert! Hey, let's go.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
coming after you. Regular. Action. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twins. Watch the eye.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Set, 180. Hey, alert. 45 tonight. Here we go, G. All day, G. Hey, Team 6. 45 the mic. Run.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. Regular. Hey, Foxtrot. Big serious right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, his throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Bo Allen with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Check safety. Tighten up, flip. Switch. Even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's convert. Come on, Sunday. That's a way. Check 99. Whip. Wait. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Winston keeps it himself. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check. You go tight. Come on. Sunday. Check 13.
Winston sneaking it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I never switch. They saying you switching, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. I bet you wanna be famous. They elevated us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. Just for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cars.